Welcome to Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine, and today we're going to practice a meditation designed to help us let things go that no longer serve us, maybe even letting relationships go that no longer serve us, or letting go of arguments or disagreements with people that we still have to keep in our lives. It can be letting go of bad habits, letting go of your idea of what you thought you were, or who you thought you were. You can really use this for anything you are ready to just let go. So let's start in a comfortable seat, and you can actually do this while you're lying down as well. That actually might be very, very helpful, especially if it's an emotional thing that you're wanting to let go of. I usually like to close my eyes when I'm in meditation because it helps me to really focus inward and not be distracted by everything that is outside of us. So please go ahead and find a comfortable space where you can breathe easily, where your body is supported, and where you feel safe. First thing we're going to do, again, either close or soften your eyes, and then just notice your breath. Noticing the breath just brings you into the body, brings you into the present moment, helps your mind to focus on the right here and the right now. So just taking a couple of normal breaths for you. I will share what I am practicing letting go of right now. When I was a kid, I had some issues with my weight. And I would secretly sneak treats for myself behind my parents' backs because I wasn't supposed to have them, and I wanted to. And there's probably a lot there, but it doesn't serve me any longer. And here I am, a grown-ass woman, and I still feel the need to be sneaky about my treats. Or I give myself treats that my body really doesn't need. It's just a habit, something in my mind, whether it's because I'm tired or bored, or it's just how I handle things. It doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve my health. It doesn't bring any nutrition into my body. So this is what I am working to let go of today. And I invite you to come along with me. So let's take our left hands to our hearts and our right hands to our belly. And I think it's really doubly important if whatever habit you have that you would like to let go of, or behavior or whatever, if it involves ingesting something, maybe it's media, maybe it's crappy television, maybe it's crappy food, to show some gentleness to the belly. This is our core, our very center of ourselves, and it gets a little bad rap. We don't typically like our bellies a whole lot. Maybe I'm only speaking for me, but I kind of think I'm not the only one. So as you continue to breathe, notice as you inhale how the belly rises and the chest rises. And as you exhale, the chest falls and then the belly falls. Inhale into the belly, let the chest rise. And exhale, letting the chest fall, letting the belly soften. Continue breathing like this, holding your body, holding yourself with gentleness, with love, with care, with a desire to let go of anything that no longer serves you. And then visualize whatever it is that you're ready to let go of. So for me, it is waiting until my husband goes into the bathroom to do his nightly stuff. And then I go into the kitchen. I could do this in front of him. He wouldn't shame me, but there's something inside of me that feels like nobody's watching and now I can do this. And I will get a spoon and get a bit of peanut butter or, yeah, it's usually peanut butter. Sometimes chips if we have chips, but whatever it is. So I'm visualizing this sneaky, shameful habit that I have that doesn't need to be sneaky or shameful. But for whatever reason, I don't feel comfortable doing it in front of my husband. But it doesn't serve me at all. So I'm visualizing being by myself in the kitchen and standing in front of the pantry looking at the peanut butter. And I'm going to take my dominant hand, I'm right-handed, and place it right over my belly button. And then I'm going to make a fist here as if there is a cord coming out of my belly button. I'm going to take my dominant hand and I'm going to pull that cord that ties me to this habit away from my body. And then I'll take my non-dominant hand and continue pulling that cord out. And then with my dominant hand, I can visualize a pair of scissors or a butcher knife. Maybe the habit you have requires a chainsaw. I think butcher knife is pretty applicable since my habit has to do with the kitchen. And I'm going to visualize this sneaky peanut butter dive and say to myself, I release what no longer serves me, and I release myself to my highest good. And then I'm going to take that butcher knife and just cut that cord. That's it. It's pretty simple. And so now every time I go to the kitchen at night, I will mentally or maybe even physically practice that exercise again. I release what no longer serves me, and I release myself to my highest good. And if the cord you want to cut connects you to a person, maybe a relationship that doesn't serve you any longer, or maybe you have an ongoing argument with your significant other and it's just a no-winnable situation, or maybe it's worry about something that you can't control. Whatever it is, you can repeat this exercise all the time, whenever it comes up in your mind. And if it's a person, instead of saying, I release what no longer serves me, you can say, pull, pull, I release you to your highest good and me to mine. Maybe even make the sound. Or if it's a chainsaw, bzzz. Maybe this particular cord is so deeply ingrained in you that you need to just yank it out by the roots. But the fact is, our brains are a lot more powerful than we think they are. And the more you visualize this letting go, the better you will get at it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this exercise serves you well. I hope it serves me well so that someday when the world gets back to normal, I can fit into my pants again. But not just for how my body looks, but for how my body feels, how my mind feels, I don't know if you've heard of Brene Brown, but her research on shame is extensive. If you have any shame built up around anything in your life, I highly recommend you search her out. Like I said, this particular habit of mine is a deeply ingrained habit that I felt the need to hide because of shame that was tied to it. So I'm releasing that shame, I'm releasing the habit, and I am releasing myself to my highest good. May you find your highest good. Namaste.